So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. Look at that sweet, sweet rain right there. You never hear me say that. Normally I'm complaining about the rain, but it has been dry. I mean, really, really dry lately, and we definitely need some rain. I don't think we're gonna get much, just a few little passing showers. It's already clearing up over that way, but we'll take whatever we can get. So I am waiting for a crew. They're busy right now, but as soon as they can get out here, we're gonna add an addition onto the side of the pavilion right here. And one of the things that I need to do is put some gutters on this, and then I need to bury another tank for water. I mean, this is just a little shower right now, but I don't know if you can see that or not. This roof collects a lot of rain, and I need to start collecting that water for when we have dry spells like this. So definitely gonna put some gutters on this thing. We'll put a tank in the ground somewhere and harvest all that rainwater. But anyway, right now, I just brought some red pine logs up here to the sawmill. These ones are on deck, ready to go. These will be used for siding for the interior walls of the cabin. I need some more of that down there, and I'm gonna be heading back down in the next couple days. And I'll be meeting the insulation guys down there. They were there the other day to measure everything up. We agreed on a price, and they're gonna take care of the insulation. And after that point, we've got the wiring roughed in, so we can start putting all the wood on the walls. I think it's gonna look really nice. That should come together actually pretty quick. We haven't done much down there. We didn't do hardly anything all winter, and we've got a lot going on here this spring, but we're kind of getting caught up on things. The road out to the meadow, we're gonna be stoning that here right directly. Probably within a week we'll have that done. And my buddy Adam from the channel Up and Adam, he's gonna bring his roller down so I don't have to rent one. Well, he's gonna say he's not gonna take any money, but I'm gonna make sure I pay him for it. But I'd rather pay him than an equipment company. He has a nice smooth drum vibratory roller. He texted me last night about that. So we'll be using that to stone the road. And then after that's done, it's gonna be all hands on deck down at the cabin. We need to get that wrapped up down there. I enjoy going down there no matter what, but it will be nice. I can't wait till this winter down there. A little wood stove in there, back in the pines. Oh, that's living right there. And I'm gonna have to, another one of those Brio pits, probably the smaller one, with that sear ring, and maybe the cooktop or the grill, whatever. But we use that sear ring, I'm not kidding, this time of year, probably 4 nights a week at least, whether it be burgers or steaks or hot dogs or whatever. What I'll do, I'll start a fire. I might finish cutting the grass or come down here, saw one log, and by that time, it's burnt down to a bunch of coals, put the sear ring on there, and in about 10 minutes, you're eating, and it's good stuff. But anyway, right now, I need to head up to the house. The hunt man is ready to go somewhere. We'll run out for a bit. We'll see what the weather's doing, and we'll come back down here this evening and saw up some of this red pine. I think I'm gonna shut her down for just a bit till we see what this weather does. It is looking nasty up here. Just thunder non-stop, probably about 5-10 miles from here, but it's coming this way. We could use the rain. Holy smokes. All right, so I last talked to you last night, right when we were getting the big storms, and it appears this evening we may get another. There's thunder off in the distance, but it doesn't look near as bad as it was last night. But we're gonna take a hike out in the woods here. I wanna see how all the ditches held up, and I also wanna see how the food plot looks back there. It has been really, really dry, and the food plot just kind of started growing, and then we didn't have any rain for about 8 or 9 days. So hopefully it's greening up just a bit. Last night, even over top all the wind noise, I could hear some trees. I think they're down that way, kind of crashing, breaking off and hitting the ground. But so far, looks like the road held up well. Just got all these wee little branches on it, but there's no erosion anywhere. We probably had I don't even know, probably an inch of rain in about 45 minutes. I don't see any trees down. Usually when a big oak goes down, you know, and you're used to coming out here, you can see a big opening in the canopy. And the road is clear all the way out. No erosion on the road at all. I can see where the water was definitely screaming down this ditch though. But yeah, it held up perfectly. I couldn't ask for anything more than this. Looks a little greener out there. We'll see. Oh yeah, you can see right there where the water was rushing down into the culvert pipe. And it'll get down. It's not much further at all. It'll get down to some decent shale. Shouldn't erode much more than that. And then you can see at the discharge end where it went on out. Oh yeah, it's looking much, much better. It's coming up good now. Look at all that clover. And there's some grasses in there as well. Boy, if we get another rain or two this week, you know, like later this week, this will really be coming in good. Talking about the storms last night and the thunder off in the distance right now is the perfect segue for today's sponsor. So check this out. This is the EcoFlow DELTA Pro 3. This is a home battery backup solution for you. The Delta Pro 3 has 4,000 watts of output and is expandable up to 12,000 watts, which is incredible. It also provides both 120 and 240 volts. I talk about preparedness quite often on our channel, and this is a great solution for whole home backup. Nobody enjoys a power outage, and they seem to be happening more frequently. Let's take a look at this beast. It is big and heavy, but that's not a problem because it has wheels on it with a nice wide stance. Also has this handle on it that pulls out, so it's nice and easy to move around. Comes with a 120 volt AC charging cable to charge from the wall. You can also add a standard 240 volt cable for faster charging. Here's the power button right here. Hold it for 2 seconds. It has a new screen on it that's very nice. It's got your input, your battery percentage, and output. Another great thing, it is super quiet, 30 decibels under a 2,000 watt load. Now compare that to a gas generator. There is no comparison. The Delta Pro 3 is compatible with their Smart Home Panel 2 and their Dual Fuel Smart Generator 4000. Right here you have 2 fast charge USB ports, and here you have 2 fast charge USB-A ports. Then over here you have 4 AC outputs that are 120 volts and 20 amp. Then with this one right here, you can power a 2.5 ton central AC unit, a water pump, or a dryer, anything like that. And you can run your refrigerator for a long time. Now with this plug right here, you can plug that right into an inlet box, which can provide 120 or 240 volt circuit input to your entire home. Behind this door here, we have a NEMA TT30R outdoor outlet, 120 volt and 30 amps to power your RV. Behind door number 2 here, we have DC connections, a DC 5521, a remote control port, and an Anderson port, which is ideal for low voltage DC connection. This is your AC charging port right here. These right here, these are your 2 solar charging ports. With both of these combined, you can get up to 2600 watts of input. Now with this big one right here, that one is the power in and out port. With this port, you can hook 2 Delta Pro 3s together to their 50 amp hub and output 8 kilowatt hours. Or you can connect to a Smart Home Panel 2 as well as 3 Delta Pro 3s and output of 12 kilowatt hours. The Delta Pro 3 features X-Boost and X-Fusion technology. Using X-Boost, 1 unit can power common appliances exceeding 4,000 watts. This unit is plug and play for immediate use right out of the box. 1-click startup and user-friendly. The last thing you want is something complicated when the power is out. It's also great that you can use indoors when the weather is nasty, so you don't have to go outside and gas up the generator in a snowstorm. All that, plus it looks pretty cool as well with its sleek design, and it is super quiet, under 30 decibels with a 2,000 watt load. If you'd like to learn more about the EcoFlow Delta Pro 3, check out the link in the description. so out of those 2 little logs, I got 15 1x6s. Those are 10 feet long, and 2 2x6s. This is the stuff I'm using for the interior on the walls. So that right there, out of those 2 little logs, is about, what would that be? 75 square feet. This mill right here, it just screams through that pine. I recently changed the blade. I sawed so far with this one, 1 decent sized red oak, about 20 inches in diameter. Plus I got a bunch of stickers out of that one, so some additional sawing, and then 2 red pine logs. Tomorrow, I'll have Levi help me. We'll get these 4 and maybe 2 or 3 more, and then that'll be for the next trip down to the cabin. I'm not sure how much more I'm going to need. I've got a big stack down there. Next trip down, though, I'll do some measuring and figure it all out. I just got a text message about a friend of ours. You remember that generator that someone gave me just the other day? Came in pretty handy. A lot of people are out of power still from the storms we had last night. Fortunately, ours never missed a beat. Well, I take that back. It was off for maybe 2 minutes, came right back on. But that generator that somebody gave me, I have been lending it out to people that need it the last day and a half or so. But our friend, his power just came on, so we'll see if anybody else needs it, and we'll go from there. I will be so happy to get the insulation done down at the cabin. That way, anytime I go down there, I can be putting up some wood, and we can start knocking that out. The insulation is something, obviously, I could have done myself. It's not the most enjoyable job, but the real reason I'm not, I found over the years, most of these insulation companies, they can supply the product and install it for what it costs me to buy it. So it's kind of a no-brainer, so we'll let them take care of that. Then the next step will be power for the cabin, and we have it all roughed in, you know, all the wiring, but I'm going to use that EcoFlow. I think that'll work great. I'm not saying we're going to use it forever. It depends on what our needs are, you know, but as much power as that thing puts out, we are going to have a small hot water tank. But, you know, if Melissa and I go down there for 2 days, you're looking at 2 showers. We're not running any air conditioning. It'll be all LED lighting, and that unit is designed for backup power for your house. It's definitely going to run that cabin. So I think that's what we'll use. That'll be the most cost-effective way at this point. A lot of people have asked why I just don't hook up to power. The power line down there is only about, when I say only, it's about 350, 400 feet. Yeah, 400 feet to the road, and I could run a buried cable. That would be a couple thousand just for that. And for as much as we're going to be using it, I just don't want to be hooked up to the power. You know, it seems as though the power lines down there are down quite a bit. You know, every time there's a storm, there's so many trees, and then they don't get on it right away to repair it because there's only a couple houses here and there. They seem to prioritize where there's more homes. And I just, you know, I guess it will be officially an off-grid cabin. That wasn't like my intention, but it is going to be an off-grid cabin for sure. And a lot of people think, I don't know what they think sometimes. They're always talking about, you know, when I said where we're going to put the hallway over to the shower house, they're talking about the living area and your dining room. The whole cabin's 14 by 28. It's not a big place at all. This is not going to be our dream home or anything like that. It is a place to hang out in the evenings, maybe cook over a fire and sleep, and then just kind of like a base camp for whether we're hunting or riding four-wheelers or side-by-sides or just hanging out. It's not our dream home. It's really nice, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely not how I would set up a place if I was going to live there all the time, you know. So I'm excited, though. I am. We haven't got hardly anything done all winter down there. We've been so busy around here. But once the road is done out to the meadow, we're going to build a few outbuildings around here, but that will be after the cabin's done or during, while we're working on the cabin. You know, it's difficult for us to get down there sometimes, you know, having Hunter and things like that. So when we're not working down there, we'll be building some new structures here. Another wood shed. I still need to build a shed over top of our fuel tank. So there'll be a lot of things happening this summer. But anyway, I can't wait till the heat goes away, because it's probably 7 o'clock in the evening right now and it's still 85 degrees. Not a fan of this at all. But I appreciate y'all being here. I really do. I want to thank EcoFlow for sponsoring today's video, and I will catch you on the next one.